Thank you, Paul. Good evening, sisters, brothers, ladies and gentlemen, and esteemed guests from all over the world. Tonight it is my honor to introduce the 2019 Southern Region Archie League Medal of Honor Award winner. Ray Keeling is a 7-year veteran from Memphis Center. Ray showed exceptional situational awareness, skill, and understanding when a pilot of a single-engine Socata TBM 930 en route from Paducah, Kentucky to Houston, Texas, experienced an emergency and unfavorable conditions. Prior to checking on to race frequency, it was apparent that something was wrong as the pilot had been unresponsive. The pilot eventually checked onto race frequency, but seemed disoriented and had difficulty maintaining altitude control of the aircraft. Now imagine what it must feel like for a pilot to be alone in a single-engine aircraft that's having control issues at night, surrounded by thunderstorms, and virtually every airport in the area is below minimums. Ray's commitment to the mantra, every day is a training day, came through in his calm and reassuring manner to connect with the pilot and work the issue at hand. I can promise you, the pilot community is never alone. Ray immediately began working to determine what problems the pilot was encountering. The pilot indicated he was experiencing difficulty in maintaining both control of the aircraft due to loss of pressurization and an issue with control of the aircraft in general. With an incoming line of thunderstorms and heavy precipitation, Ray offered the pilot the position of the nearest airport with favorable conditions, which was McKellar Regional Airport in Jackson, Tennessee. And in this case, favorable conditions meant marginal VFR. Ray continually updated the pilot on weather conditions, landing options, and obstructions, all while coordinating with personnel within his facility and at other facilities to find any potential safe airports or landing areas. At one point, the pilot mentioned that he was having trouble controlling the aircraft and descended below his assigned altitude. Ray informed the pilot that there was an obstruction just below him and issued instructions to avoid it. Because of Ray's dedication to the profession, he showed how training comes to life in situations like this. Ray maintained a positive demeanor while keeping his composure throughout. After experiencing a loss of pressurization, disorientation, bad weather, and an aircraft that was difficult to control, the pilot landed safely at McKellar Airport. Please play the video.
Yep, it's 28 again. 7 Tango Foxtrot needs a couple more minutes to get the aircraft under control. We don't know any more information besides that. And we'll...
All right, put him on.
Roger, BB.
Right, 7 Tango Foxtrot, Memphis Center, Roger. McKellar, altimeter 2987. You want to go all the way down to 3,000?
7 Tango left. Let me level off at 10, see what we got.
There, 7 Tango Foxtrot, Roger. Maintain 10,000. If you need anything else, let me know. Did you lose pressurization?
Affirmative, I did.
Roger. Number 7 Tango Foxtrot, I don't know if you want, but you got McKellar Airport at your 1 o'clock and about 12 miles if you want to keep going and try and land and kind of let that storm pass off and kind of regain your composure.
7 Tango Fox, that might be a good idea. 7 Tango Fox, yes, I'm having a little trouble actually controlling the plane for whatever reason.
Number 7 Tango Foxtrot, do your best to maintain 2,600. You have a cell phone tower, 2,600, right up underneath you. Maintain 2,600. You're in the turn to the west. You're going to get away from that tower, but you do have obstructions. Warning, you have an obstruction at your position.
We're going to 2,600, 7 Tango Fox.
Thank you. Or 7 Tango Foxtrot, now that you made that turn back towards the south, I've called the next sector. There is no VFR right now, no VFR airports anywhere close to where we're at. Even back over at Olive Branch, they're overcast at 300 feet. So the only thing I got for you, McKellar's now at your 3 o'clock, 6 miles. We can try and line you up for the RNAV and get you in there. That's going to be the closest airport. Hey, call my D-side, please.
Affirmative, what's the McKellar's MKL?
Affirm, it's at your 3 o'clock and about 6 miles. And to get you up, set up for the RNAV, it'd take about a 350, 360 heading to get you lined up for the RNAV. I'll see if you can try and get in on RNAV to 2 since you're heading southbound. Just giving you a heads up, the winds are 1508, gust up to 14.
7 Tango Fox, let's see if I can go ahead and get that RNL 1 second.
All right, let me see if they'll let you come in on another runway. Number 7 Tango Foxtrot, McKellar just updated 1726 special observation winds 140 at 7, gust at 17, visibility 10, broken 800, overcast 1200. I can get you the RNAV to 2 if you want it, but the winds are going to be gusting to 17. It's your call, either 2 or 20. I'll be glad to get you what you want.
Which wind favor which runway best?
The winds are going to circle. The winds are going to favor 20, but I'd be glad to get you set up on 2, and you can circle to 20.
Let's do 20 right now. I'm going to enter it right now. I think I can get her done. Hold on.
All right, number 7 Tango Foxtrot, fly heading 360. I'm going to get you set up RNAV 20.
Flying heading 360, 7 Tango Fox.
And maintain 2,600. If you need higher than that, it's yours, but 2,600, don't go lower than that for the obstruction there. It's yours. 6 o'clock now.
I'm going to have to reset this thing all together. I'm going to approach 1 second.
Number 7 Tango Foxtrot, Roger. Your present heading is going to take you to GARTS. GARTS is going to be the initial fix for the approach. And you can do a procedure turn if you want. Present heading takes you to GARTS, and you can do a procedure turn. That's Golf Alpha Romeo Tango Zulu.
I'm going direct guard. Thank you.
Thank you. Number 7 Tango Foxtrot, you going to make that turn back to the south, or are you going to keep going to the north?
No.
Number 7 Tango Foxtrot, just cleared RNAV runway 20. That way you have discretion for your descent if you want it.
7 Tango Fox, thank you. 7 Tango Fox, cross, guard 6.1 miles to Zeals.
Number 7 Tango Foxtrot, right, cleared RNAV runway 20, and I'll have a frequency change for you here in just a few minutes. Like I said, I'm going to talk to you so you get a little bit closer, and then I'll switch to the tower. That way you got somebody all the way in.
7 Tango Fox, thanks. 7 Tango Fox, I'm established.
Number 7 Tango Foxtrot, should be passing over Zeals here in just about half a mile. You got McKellar 12 o'clock and 5.5 miles. Radar service is terminated. Contact McKellar Tower on 127.15.
2715, thanks for your help.
Please join me in welcoming to the stage the 2019 Southern Region Archie League Award winner, Ray Keeling.
All right. So most of us take this job, don't expect to have to give speeches. You're in dark radar rooms. This is not my forte. But I would like to thank Mike Martin, Steve Nelson. They were there. They were helping me, as you heard me say, calm the east side. I wasn't taking my ear away from that guy. He wasn't listening. He wasn't doing anything I was asking him to do. So I wasn't going to take the time. So Mike was my D side. He's not here tonight, but he was there helping me the whole way. Steve was a CIC. He was giving me information. He actually split a sector off for my other frequencies to make sure that I didn't have anybody else trying to key up and bother me with all the weather. I'd like to thank my FAC rep, Neil Caputo, Fred Steele is the VP. They nominated me. They're here supporting me, short staff, and they're here, making sure we're here enjoying CFS. I'd like to thank my beautiful wife. She supports me. She puts up with me. She does way more for the kids than I could ever ask. She's an amazing woman, and she does a lot with our crazy schedules, especially short staff, 6 days a week. I want to thank Memphis Center, Area 1. Those guys are amazing, girls. Got a couple of them here tonight supporting us. Appreciate you. Short-staffed again, and those guys are picking up the slack so I could be here with my wife. My dad's here to partake. I'd like to thank NACA for putting this great event on, just celebrating what we do as a profession. Many people have said it, it's our job, it's what we do. We go to work when we're not getting paid. We do a lot of things that nobody even blinks an eye at. They don't know what we go through. So for NACA to do something like this, it means a lot. Thank you to everybody that's here. Thank you.